street jobbers or security or referees, someone to show some sort of effort that the poor guy is being jumped by 3 thugs. You know, it's just, that's why sometimes it's just that storyline, that missing crack, you know, in
maybe
the
a Ric Flair or somebody like that.
Not after that punt where I knew we're not going to see Flair probably.
Right. That's right.
You know, for a while.
Yeah.
Or sooner than you may think.
Yeah, and you know, another thing with Flair is let me plug this real quick. We have an exclusive story up on WZROnline.com about Ric Flair and his current WWE deal and return to the company. It's WZROnline.com. I'm going to plug this story now. Monday Night Raw is next week in Charlotte, North Carolina. Of course, all you guys know North Carolina, Charlotte, the hometown of Ric Flair. And as of last week, we had a story up, I believe it was Friday, maybe Thursday, where Ric was in talks to sign a new WWE deal, but he wasn't going to wrestle within the company. It was going to be a deal where he'd make appearances and things of that nature. So that would lead one to believe that with Raw in Charlotte next Monday, Flair hasn't been seen here in a few weeks, for him to make his triumphant return next week and become the new general manager of Monday Night Raw. We have the story up right now on WZROnline.com. So go over and... The
only thing I have with that is, what do they do with the angle of being punted? I mean, so far every person who's been punted has been gone at least for a few weeks. You know, now here is, you know, last week this happened, and now 2 weeks, technically, we see Flair as GM. I mean, what does it do to that punt? I mean, does it take it away? And not only that, but also Orton lost the title. So you're taking 2 lethal, things that Orton is known for away from him.
Yeah.
I completely understand the concept of bringing Flair back in Charlotte. It makes perfect sense, especially at the GM role. I mean, he's been GM role before, you know.
Well, and then he messes with Orton. You know what I mean? And
exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, it makes perfect sense for Flair to show up next week as GM. It's just I kind of question the punt now. You know, I mean,
there was an interesting promo by MVP last night where he said something about next week he was going to go on and go after the title. So my feeling is, they'll bring in Flair as the new general manager next week, and then maybe set up like I don't think they're going to do Triple H versus Randy Orton just yet, one-on-one. And God, we've already, it was great to see Triple H back, but the fact is they left off right, and you knew they were going to, you know what I mean? You knew we hadn't seen the last of Triple H versus Randy Orton. I think they saved that for a bigger pay-per-view, maybe something like a scramble match, or something along those lines next week, where we'll decide the fate of the WWE title. We'll have a bunch of guys go in the ring. CM Punk 811 is a battle royal from the chat. Something along those lines, where I've been saying for weeks, MVP, it is time to elevate this guy. You need to take him out of that stupid tights, whatever it's called, the man tights or whatever.
What do you mean, the Power Ranger outfit that he has?
Yeah, the Power Ranger, no doubt. Perfect. But take him out of that and elevate this guy to a main event star. You can do it. I mean, this guy is on the verge. He's got the promo skills. He's great in-ring work. If you want to build a future star, I would say MVP is your guy to do it around. And last night he cut that promo where he mentioned specifically next week and going after the WWE title. So that leads me to believe that they have something planned other than Triple H and Randy Orton. Maybe throw a couple guys in there, you know what I mean? And who else do you have that you could throw in that match? I'd say Codes. Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase, Randy Orton, Triple H, MVP.
Well, there's someone that we haven't even. Oh, actually, no, he's on SmackDown. So never, I was thinking of Kane, but I forgot he got drafted to SmackDown.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him like forever.
Yeah, there will be another face. You could throw the Miz in there as well, but that's the heel. Cena. You could bring John Cena in there and have them fight it out in a scramble match for sure. Big Show is another one. You know what I mean? I mean, these are all guys, and that would match up evenly, whether it was a 3-on-3 or a 4-on-4. As far as heels and faces are concerned, but put them in a match where the title is up for grabs. Whoever gets the pin first is the winner of the title, and a scramble match would make perfect sense for that. But we'll have to wait and see come next Monday. Nonetheless, it looks like, well, they're going to have to take the title. With Batista being out for 4 months, they're going to have to take the title off him and put it on somebody else. They'll likely have to vacate it next week. New GM will say that he's got to vacate the title, and that would set up something for when Batista returns, because if Ric Flair was the general manager of Raw, he would then force Batista to vacate the title. And they've teased something between Batista and Ric Flair, so upon Batista's return to the company, he would say, wait a second, Rick, I thought we were cool, I thought we were friends, and you stripped me of the title, or something along those lines. You know what I mean? Where they could set up something between those two, and then you would have Triple H and Randy Orton as well, who would still be in a feud as well. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. Yeah, it'll be interesting for next Monday night. Big 3-hour. What do they call it? The 3-for-all, right? 3-for-all.
That's right. Three for all, which is 3 titles that will be defended next week on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah,
from Charlotte.
3 titles defended. Stars from all 3 brands on a 3-hour Raw special for a Raw 3-for-all next week on the.
Well, we all know it's not going to be CM Punk defending his title against Umaga.
Yeah, I know, right? What, man? You know what? I'll tell you
what.
what.
Oh, that one.
I'll tell you what, buddy. I'll tell you what. It's 8:00 on the dot. So let's go ahead and take a commercial break. We'll talk a little bit more about Raw for about 10 minutes when we come back from the break, and then we'll take your live phone calls. Live chat room is still kicking as well. We'll talk Umaga. Jose just brought his name up. Vicky Guerrero leaving WWE as well. So we've got a lot planned for hour number 2. So stay with us. The live number to call. The live number to call is 724-444-7444. Call ID number is 30273, followed by the pound key. The live chat room is WZROnline.com /chat. We'll talk to you on the flip side. I'm Ryan Clark, and I'm awesome. Got anything to say to that, Jose? That's all you got for me?
Well, I'm responding to your. That's all you got for me.
Come on, that was good.
Turn the page, buddy. Turn the page. Come on,
Turn the page. Turn the page. All right. I'm still lost, but whatever. All right, so Jose, where we leave off, my man? We left off at Monday.
We're talking about how freaking sad TNA. No, let me stop.
Yeah, right. Stop with that. Stop. We left off with a little bit of freaking Monday Night Raw, and I don't know. We got so much news and stuff, phone calls as well to get to as well. So let me give out the live phone number, 724-444-7444. Call ID number is 30273, followed by the pound key. Just call up, stay on the line, and we will take your calls in the order that they are received. Live chat room, WZROnline.com /chat. Get on in there. Lots and lots of people as well. One thing I did want to mention is traffic. I believe yesterday, I think it was a site traffic record. And if it wasn't, it was number 2 for sure. But we had something like 27,000 unique hits yesterday. And when we came on the air here tonight, we were at 21,000, and we have until midnight tonight. So we'll probably get pretty darn close to yesterday's traffic record, all-time traffic record, I believe. So I cannot thank you guys enough. WZROnline.com. We're breaking news there every day. Premium's going to launch soon. We've got a forum at WZRforums.com. We've got a shout box, interactive. You can chat, whether it's in a chat room or a shout box or on the forums, exclusive news, photo galleries, all kinds of good stuff at WZROnline.com. Me and Jose may work something out here in the next few weeks. We'll see, Jose. We'll see. With WrestleCommunity.com, which is a kind of like a MySpace.com for wrestling fans. They give out beers, not for $8, hopefully. But,
nah, we don't do hugs and kisses and winks. We give out beers. The reality is, the community